Get ready for the passage related to shorthand English, that is 80 words per minute. Start. Mr. Chairman, Sir, industrial production remained only 4% due to recession. It started further decline. The position of fiscal deficit deteriorated constantly and it reached 7% of gross domestic product. At that time, the difficulties being faced by infrastructural facilities were increasing constantly and the economy of the country was in a bad shape. After implementing various policies for 50 years, now they want to tell us what Swadeshi and what Videshi is. Their government failed to provide potable water to the people in villages. There are lakhs of villages, not one village in the country where people have to cover a distance of 5 to 6 kilometers to fetch potable water. Today the power supply situation is also very unsatisfactory. Even today one can see thousands of villages where people have not been able to get power supply. We inherited such an economic situation. After the conduct of nuclear tests at Pokhran, external threats have increased. People had apprehensions of a hot budget. People were thinking of the possibilities of imposition of a number of taxes. People of the country were mentally prepared for heavy dose of taxes in this budget. They were even prepared to pay taxes. I want to congratulate the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister because they were unperturbed by such speculations. They have presented a budget which has disappointed the persons who were predicting heavy dose of taxation. The Finance Minister has removed their apprehensions and presented a budget which has been welcomed by the common people, workers, farmers, women and the general employees have also welcomed it. All sections of society have welcomed it. Sir, after the nuclear tests, we faced many a threat, but the budget presented by the Finance Minister and the Finance Minister shows that they have presented it with all seriousness. They did not take it lightly. This budget has not been presented in a haste. The budget has been presented after taking into account all eventualities and future threats. After adopting the national agenda of governance, this government has often said that India would be built by Indians. We faced threats from foreign countries. Despite that, the Finance Minister and the Prime Minister did not threaten anyone. Keeping in view this threat, an effort was made to arouse the scene of self-respect in the NRIs. Efforts were made to further strengthen the sense of patriotism in them. As a result of that, NRIs all over the world have given the message to the whole country that we should not worried about anything. If sanctions are imposed, then NRIs living abroad are ready to sacrifice everything for the sake of India. The budget also has given this message to us.